get everyone to raise their hand. A couple seconds. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Aya Ahara, a PhD and senior researcher at the National Institute for Information Communication Technology, stated in the Frontiers in Human Neuroscience in June of 2021 that a behavioral study showed that university students who took notes on a laptop performed worse on conceptual questions than those who were taking notes by hand. So in the next few minutes, I will demonstrate that when attempting to retain information, handwritten notes are far superior to typing on a computer. And I'm a current college student, so I have to take in numerous categories of information every day through meticulous note-taking. But not only does this have meaning for me, we all have to take in information daily. And in a technologically evolving world, it is more important now than ever that we utilize effective note-taking strategies over quick. And there's two criteria that show why writing is superior to typing. And these are active engagement and fewer distractions. So first, we're going to discuss how the process of writing triggers active engagement in the brain. And then second, we'll discuss how writing on paper just leads to fewer distractions. So now that we've gone over what I'd like to discuss, let's write out this first point clearly. When note-taking, typing is inferior to writing because the brain utilizes active engagement while you write, and that is to process this information deeper. Angela Sayo, who is a student at LSU Honors College under the School of Kinesiology, said in May of 2014, handwriting is able to provide signals from input sources, such as your vision, motor control, and kinesthetic feedback, whereas computer keyboarding has no such patterns. He goes on to describe the difference in retention simply through the movements required to transcribe the information. Let's be honest, how many of us have typed out entire meetings or lectures only to look back and realize we have no idea what was going on? I know that I have been there many times. Fast and effortless process that typing is becomes more about keeping up rather than actually keeping the information in. And writing is superior as it stimulates more parts of the brain related to learning. Jonathan Lambert, who has a master's in neurobiology and behavior, said on NPR.org in May of 2024 that handwriting, it turns out, requires a lot more fine-tuned coordination. And this coordination is between the motor and the visual systems. So because of the complexity in the process, your brain is forced to process the information it is sorting. So let's be real, writing is a lot slower, meticulous process. But that's kind of the point. Your brain is actively involved in choosing what is important, how to relay that information, and actually understanding it. So now that we've scribbled out how writing boosts engagement, let's flip the page to another major perk. Typing is inferior to writing because there are no pop-up distractions on your piece of paper. Typing on your computer leaves you susceptible to all of the notifications that the world wants you to get. Lindsay Richardson and Guy LaCroix, both professors at Carleton University, said in the Journal of Writing Research in February of 2024 that laptops in the classroom tend to generate many distractions that compete with the student's attention for the lecture. Laptops are connected to our smart devices. We all probably have one, which means they constantly deliver our notifications, our text messages, our reminders, our news. I have opened up my laptop to get to work and then found myself studying the menu for what I'm going to have for lunch. Pop-ups immediately have your attention, whether you intend for them to or not. So not only that, writing is far superior to typing because there's more formatting options. Carolina Cooper Tetzel, who is an expert in cognitive psychology, stated on learningscientist.org in July 2024 that handwritten notes contain more drawings and images than typed notes. Creative freedom is boundless with a piece of paper. I mean, have you ever tried to add a photo to a Word document and then watched your entire page implode? I've been there. With a pencil and paper, it just takes out the difficulty of uploading that perfect diagram, photo, graph, you name it. And whether it's fried formatting or endless tab temptation, it's time we write off typing and get back to the basics. So with all that in mind, in the last few minutes, I've been able to demonstrate to you that when attempting to retain information, handwriting is far superior to typing on a computer. And there's two criteria that show why writing is superior to typing. And these are active engagement and fewer distractions. And taking in information is something that we all have to do on a daily basis. And with all the technologically evolving things around us, we have to prioritize effective ways of note-taking over click. So remember that Aya Ahara, PhD and senior researcher for the National Institute of Information and Communications Technology, stated in the Frontiers of Human Neuroscience in June of 2021 that a behavioral study did show that students who took notes on a laptop performed worse on conceptual questions than those who were taking those notes by hand. So keep that in mind next time you really want to remember something. Thank you all so much.
Thanks. Do you need to show me? I think I have plenty of people, but that's my mom.